Hey everybody, welcome to this A1 English listening practice video. You can use this video to train your listening and comprehension as I speak. You ready? So, today I'm going to talk about travel. Travel is a really fun topic because almost everybody likes to go somewhere new. Some people travel a lot. Some people travel only 1 or 2 times a year. And some people do not travel very often, but they still enjoy thinking about it. This is also an important topic because we use travel English in real life. For example, at the airport, at a hotel, in a taxi, on a bus, or in a restaurant. So yes, travel is a very useful topic for English learners. Also, travel is exciting. It can be fun, relaxing, and sometimes a little stressful too. And to be honest, that is why it is interesting to talk about. So let's talk about travel in easy English. I think many people like travel because it feels fresh and different. When you travel, you see new places, new streets, new food, and new people. Your normal daily routine changes, and sometimes that feels really good. For example, when I stay at home every day, life can feel a little same. Wake up, eat breakfast, work, rest, sleep. Of course, daily life is important, but sometimes we want something new. Travel gives us that new feeling. Some people travel to relax. Some people travel to have fun. Some people travel to visit family. And some people travel to learn about other places and cultures. For me, I think travel is nice because it gives your mind a break. Even a short trip can feel special. You do not always need a big expensive vacation. Sometimes even one day in a new place can make you feel happy. What about you? Do you like travel or do you prefer staying at home? Before a trip, there is always some preparation. And honestly, preparation can be exciting too. First, many people think about where they want to go. Do they want to go to the beach? Do they want to go to the mountains? Do they want to visit a big city? Or maybe a quiet village. After that, people often think about money. Travel can be cheap or expensive. It really depends on the place, the hotel, the food, and the transport. Then comes packing. Packing is interesting because some people pack very early. They are very organized. Everything is clean, folded, and ready. And then there are other people. Maybe they pack 1 hour before the trip. Maybe they forget socks. Maybe they forget a charger. Maybe they forget their toothbrush. To be honest, forgetting small things is very common. When I think about packing, I think simple is better. I like to take clothes, a phone charger, a toothbrush, and maybe 1 or 2 extra things. Some people take too much. Their bag is very heavy, and later they think, why did I bring all this? That happens a lot. Do you like packing, or do you think packing is annoying? There are many ways to travel. Some people like traveling by plane because it is fast. If the place is very far, a plane can save a lot of time. But airports can also be tiring. You need to wait. You need to check your bag. You need to find your gate. Sometimes the flight is on time. Sometimes it is late. So yes, planes are fast, but they are not always easy. Some people prefer the train. And honestly, trains can be really nice. You can sit, relax, and look out the window. You can see fields, houses, roads, and people. Train travel can feel calm and peaceful. Then there is the bus. Bus travel is often cheaper, and that is great 5 bus. Any you can see to 1. But sometimes bus trips are long, very long. After many hours, people often say, okay, I want to stand up now. And of course, many people travel by car. Car trips can be fun, especially with family or friends. You can stop when you want. You can listen to music. You can buy snacks. You can take pictures on the way. I think every type of travel has good and bad sides. Plane is fast. Train is calm. Bus is cheap. Car is flexible. What about you? Which one do you prefer? Plane, train, bus, or car? When people travel, they need a place to stay. And there are many choices. Some people stay in a hotel. Hotels are popular because they are easy and comfortable. You get a room, a bed, a bathroom, and usually clean towels too. That is always nice. Some hotels are very simple. Some hotels are very fancy. And some hotels look amazing in photos, but in real life, not so amazing. Yes, that happens too. Some people stay with family or friends. This can be fun and cheaper. It can also feel warm and friendly. You can talk, eat together, and spend more time with people you know. Other people like to stay in a small apartment or guest house. This can feel more private and more local. For me, I think the most important thing is simple. The place should be clean, safe, and quiet, because after a long day, you really want to rest. If the room is noisy, it can be difficult to sleep, and if you cannot sleep well, the next day feels harder. So yes, a good place to stay can make your trip much better. When you travel, do you prefer hotels, or do you like staying with family or friends? Now let's talk about one of the best parts of travel, food. A lot of people get very excited about travel food, and I understand that. Food is a big part of travel. When you visit a new place, you often want to try something different. Maybe a local breakfast, maybe a famous street food, maybe a special dessert, maybe a drink that people in that place really love. And even simple food can feel exciting on a trip. A sandwich at a station, a coffee at the airport, a snack on the road. For some reason, travel food often feels special. Of course, not every travel meal is amazing. Sometimes the food is delicious. Sometimes it is just okay. And sometimes you look at your plate and think, I'm not sure about this. But that is also part of travel. For me, I like trying new food, but I also like safe food sometimes. You know, food that feels familiar. Because after a long day, sometimes you do not want a surprise. Sometimes you just want something easy and tasty. Some people are very adventurous with food. They want to try everything. Other people are more careful. Both are okay. What about you? Do you like trying new food when you travel? Travel is fun, but it is not always perfect. And actually, that is normal. Sometimes the weather changes. Sometimes your phone battery dies. Sometimes you get lost. Sometimes the bus is late. Sometimes you cannot find your hotel, and sometimes your feet hurt because you walk too much. Travel problems are very common, but here is something interesting, any later, these small problems often become funny memories. For example, maybe one day you take the wrong bus. At that moment, it feels stressful, but later you laugh and say, wow, that was a crazy day. Or maybe you order food and it is completely different from what you expected. Again, at the moment, it feels strange. But later it becomes a story. I think that is one reason travel is memorable. It is not always perfect, but it is often interesting. And of course, travel also gives us many happy moments. Taking pictures, watching the sunset, walking in a new place, buying a small souvenir. Sitting in a cafe, talking with someone new. Sometimes the best part of travel is not a big famous place. Sometimes it is just a small, simple moment, and I really like that. Have you ever had a funny travel problem? So if I say it in a very simple way, I think travel is about experience. It is about seeing, feeling, tasting, learning, and remembering. Travel does not need to be perfect. It does not need to be expensive. It does not need to be long. A short trip can be wonderful. A simple trip can be wonderful. Even a quiet trip can be wonderful. Some people like busy trips. They want to see 10 places in one day. They want photos, shopping, museums, and restaurants all day long. Other people prefer slow travel. They want to sleep well, walk slowly, drink coffee, and enjoy the day. To be honest, I think I like slow travel more. I do not want to rush too much. I want to enjoy the place. I want to look around. I want to feel relaxed. But of course, everyone is different. And that is the nice thing about travel. There is no one perfect way to do it. You can travel your own way. Maybe you like beaches. Maybe you like cities. Maybe you like nature. Maybe you like food trips. Maybe you like family trips. All of that is travel. And all of that is okay, five us. Any the way was five falling with the soft. I'm the from Tomative Racian. Awal Thais is okay five us, and awai falnina billing these mosa be sold where we sheen wive quirty travel. So yes, travel can be fun, useful, exciting, and sometimes a little messy too, but that is part of the experience, and honestly, that is what makes it special. Okay, that's all for today. Leave a comment and tell me what kind of travel you like most. Beach, city, mountains, or road trip. I'll see you next video.